Hi, this is Michael with Rock Legends Photographers, and we're here with Justin from Blue October.
Hello.
Thanks for taking the time with us.
Thank you for having me.
First question I have for you, Justin. How long have you been a professional musician?
Professional? About 3 days. No, I'd have to say I've been doing music live since I was 12, so probably 30 years.
30 years, okay. And how long has Blue October been together?
22 years.
So what did you do before that?
I was in a band called The Last Wish.
The Last Wish.
Yeah, and I sang at rodeos and stuff.
Sang at rodeos?
Yeah, country music.
Country music?
Yeah.
And what took you on the path that led you to the music you're doing today?
Bands like The Cure, Peter Gabriel, The Smiths, they really influenced me growing up, and I listened to them, and I was like, man, I can do that, and I can write like them. So I just loved writing poetry, and then I started putting it to songs, and it was all history. I just found a freedom in this whole new way of life in music, so it was awesome.
Excellent. So in your 22 years with the band, I'm sure you've been all over the world.
Yes.
What is your favorite venue to play in and why?
Favorite venue or favorite city?
Venue.
God, I can't remember venues very well. Let me think. I'd have to say favorite city to play is New York City, just because I love New York. Favorite venue to play? Jeez, man. There's been so many of them. God. Let me think. Give me a second. That's a good question. I love playing Houston's Woodlands Pavilion because I went there as a child and watched Midnight Oil and David Bowie play there, and I played there, and I'm just on stage going, wow, you know. All the House of Blues places are great to play just because they have great sound, and you always can trust the engineers there and everything. Every city has their own. It's so hard. They're all different. They're all different. But I love overseas too, like Europe, Russia, all that. It's crazy. Yeah, but I can't really nail down any. Sorry.
Well, the Woodlands, you're the second person out of several hundred interviews that said that was their favorite, yeah.
It's something magical about the Woodlands. It's always a good show, and it's just legendary. I can always just imagine myself up there and watching Michael Stipe from REM in the same exact spot as I'm in, you know. Last night we played the Athens, Georgia Theater, and just knowing that Michael Stipe was on that stage rocking it was pretty cool too, you know. I like feeling like that. I like knowing that other really cool people that I grew up listening to were smoking cigarettes out in the alley like I am, you know. It's cool.
Very cool. I'm sure you've toured with a lot of bands. Which one is the most fun to tour with?
The late great Stone Temple Pilots was always great to watch when we were playing festivals with them. That man could own a crowd. Same with Chester from Linkin Park. They're all just stunning frontmen and bands. A lot of bands don't want to tour with us though, because we're just, that's okay, because I think it's because we'll blow them off the stage. But a lot of bands don't like us, which is okay with me. I'm not here for a it's not a liking competition to me. It's like a lot of bands didn't like the Smiths and the Cure either, but look at them. But I just remember those two bands and those two frontmen very well because they were just so, they might have had their demons off stage, but boy, when they were on stage, they could own them. 30,000 people in front of them. It was legendary to see them.
A friend of mine who was recently passed away that was lead singer of an A band said there's a switch on the wall as you walk up on the stage and you hit that switch and you transform.
Yeah.
And he was like sleeping on his feet when he told me that. Yeah. But when he hit that stage, he was like,
boom.
Yep.
That's it.
Excellent. Your entire music collection gets wiped out. What CD would you replace first?
The Cure Disintegration.
No hesitation on that.
Yeah, no hesitation. The Cure, Disintegration, Radiohead, OK Computer, The Smiths, Louder Than Bombs, Peter Gabriel, whole collection. You can't go the whole. You can't do Peter Gabriel without every single album. Like, it's just stupid to say you have one. That's just selling yourself short. So many good bands, man. I've got such a good. The Cocteau Twins, you know, weird shit like that. I love it. The Mind Bomb. I mean, fuck, so good.
Excellent. Living or dead?
These are great questions.
Well, thank you.
I wish everyone would take like a course on how to interview people because you're good at it. Living or dead? Go ahead.
If you could jam with one person, who would that be?
Peter Gabriel.
Excellent.
I just recorded at his studio, and I just want to go into his studio with him and say, let's write.
Maybe he'll see this.
If that happens, I'm giving you publishing.
On the same line, singer shows up at your door and says, Justin, I'm going to sing one song just for you. Who is the singer? What is the song?
Wow. Maybe Robert Smith shows up and sings Elise, A Letter to Elise. Or Ella Fitzgerald shows up and sings Misty. Or Roberta Flack shows up and sings The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face.
Wonderful. Nice variety.
Wow, right?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Singer-songwriter, young guy, comes up to you and he says, Justin, I'm thinking about making a career out of this. What advice would you have for me?
Write your own songs. Go out in front of whoever will listen and play it. Get out in front of people until you get noticed.
Very good.
That's it.
What kind of music did your parents listen to while you were growing up?
I remember waking up in the morning. On the way to school, my dad would listen to country, like George Strait, Merle Haggard, Johnny Cash. But when I would stay home from school, I was a young child, I would wake up and the smell of pledge would be on the house because my mom would be dusting, and I could hear Anita Baker, George Michael, Baja, any R&B, you know, like really good Sade, things like that, Michael Jackson.
So you had some nice diversity.
Country and R&B was what we listened to. Yeah, we weren't very much an Elvis house. We weren't, you know, but we were definitely Marvin Gaye, George Michael house.
Excellent.
George Strait.
Last question and the hardest one.
Darn it.
What question would you like to answer that no one has ever asked you before?
You're so good. It's a good question, man. Jeez, I don't know, man. If I could have one song written by me that was actually written by somebody else, what song would it be? Yeah. Do I have to answer it now?
Yeah.
Oh, probably In Your Eyes by Peter Gabriel. Yeah, or Whiter Shade of Pale by Procol Harum. Or Roberta Flack's fucking, oh, I can go forever. Or Ice Ice Baby by Vanilla Ice So I Can Be Rich. I don't know, anyway, I'm joking, totally joking. Yeah.
I don't know if Rich is so fun.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Well, thank you so much for taking the time with us. I really enjoyed it.
Thank you,
And
sir. That was an awesome interview.
I'm glad you enjoyed it too.
I had a blast. Thank you.